This is part 2 of how to assemble your DDT540 or DDT560 tilt mechanism driven by a servo. So what we want to do next, actually after you've built your tilt mechanism as we did in the first video, you'll want to start on the exterior cradle, I guess you'd say. And so we'll go ahead and begin. You'll want to grab your hub mount here and place it at the top, and you'll want to make sure that this part is flush with the top of the ABS. So depending on what you want to attach, or actually how you want to pan this tilt, you can have an easy place to bolt on. So go ahead and put these in. These are our 632 by 3/8 inch pan head screws. Put that in. Well, you can go ahead and tighten that up nice and tight. Put the other one on. There you go, like so. Here we go. Just like that. Next, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put our servo into the servo mount. So like I said, you can use, usually your kit is going to be obviously a high-tech or Futaba, and so depending on your servo, I'm going to go ahead and mount the servo in just like so. And this time we're going to use our shorter 632 screws. These are 632 by 1/4 inch length. Put that in like that. Put these in like so. And you want to put the servo on the back side. As you can see here, it has a little slit right here for the little supports. So you want to put it coming in from the back side of the servo mount. And don't tighten any of these actually up yet, because you'll want to make some fine adjustments once the servo is mounted and the cradle is bolted in. So just to level everything out. So you should be able to move this servo. If I loosen this one up a little bit, you want to be able to move this servo back and forth just a little bit. So now we're going to go ahead and mount the servo. So what you want to do is you want to come in here and mount it just like so. And obviously you have two sets of holes here. One is for a different motor mount, and the other one is for the servo mount. So, and obviously you can move the servo, the various holes up and down, but for this instructional video, we're going to mount it right here at these bottom two holes. Go ahead and bolt this in. Put some more screws here. Turn it around. Whoops. The other one's in here. Like so, and then we can go ahead and tighten these down nice and tight. There you go. There we go. Still want to leave that servo nice and loose. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to bring the ball bearing mount. You can see here, this is a mount. She has a ball bearing pressed into it. We're going to put the ball bearings. You can see here, it's got the, you can see the ball bearing race right here, and that's going to go, actually the area that the ball bearing pressed into, that's going to go towards the outside. So we're going to go ahead and mount this in. Just like this. We can go ahead and tighten those down. Turn this around. So. There we go. And there we go. Now we're actually ready to mount the cradle in. So actually, sorry, we want to mount these standoffs in here as well. These add a little bit of extra support. Screw those in. Put the other one over here. Here we go. The opposite end here. Put the other screws in here. There we go. The last one here. Go. We also want to come over to the tilt and put standoffs in the tilt as well in this last hole right here. So we're going to slide those in. There we go. Oops. Luckily I've got a magnetic screwdriver. So we're going to go ahead and put those in. Turn it around. Like I said, the ABS is very, very strong, but this just helps support it a little bit closer to the camber plate. Put that in there. There we go. Last screw going in the plates anyway. And there you go. So there's the tilt, and here's the cradle. So next what we're going to do is going to actually mount it. Pull that little screw out of the servo. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spread those plates apart a little bit. Slide it in there. And slide it right in. So now you can see shaft is running through the ball bearing. And then you can just kind of put it on the servo, the spline right into the servo for right now. Now it depends on the configuration when to run. Obviously this can run in the downright position or the upright position like this. So that really depends on how you're going to mount that in there. So what you want to do is go ahead and push that over. Then of course you've got a little bit of movement in that servo right here, and so what you want to do is align the top edge up. And then go ahead and hold that up there and go ahead and finish tightening your servo in like so. So it's almost done. So now the last thing you want to do, or close to the last thing, is you've got actually a little shaft collar. And the shaft collar actually has a little tiny lip on it that you want to put towards the race of the bearing. So it actually runs right on that race of the bearing. Put that in and we'll hold that over. Go ahead and tighten this up. You want to make sure that this is completely pulled over nice and tight on your servo when you tighten this up. There you go. And now depending on how you want to configure it, you can actually pull that off, twist it around, hook that back onto your servo. And the last thing you want to do once you get your servo or your system set, now you can go in and put in your little Phillips head screw directly into your servo to hold this. There you go. And your mechanism is ready to mount on, or a camera is ready to go in, or mount on whatever device you've built for panning your tilt mechanism. So there you go. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email us at tech@servocity.com. And if you make any cool videos with one of your pan systems, tilt systems I should say, please send along. We'd love to see it.